Welcome everybody to today's very special webinar. I'm super excited to have you guys. So I'm super stoked to be hanging out with you guys today and for the next hour or so. Before we officially get kicked off, while we're just waiting for everybody to jump in and to join us, let's get started with some wins, some results. This is one of my favorite things to do whenever I run a webinar, is to have everybody that's on the webinar share a recent success story or a recent win. Right? This always gets me super excited, gets everybody else on the call super excited and super engaged and ready to get things started. So do me a favor, take a second, think about the last week and a half or so, and let us all know about a win that you have had in that last week or in the last week. Boom, awesome. Congratulations, Jeff Eastern, new $3,500 a month client. Successfully brought on 2 new clients. All right, congratulations, John. Aaron just signed a contract. Just got #1 for Map Pack rankings. Congratulations, Andrew. Finally figured out how to make some sales. All right, congratulations. Just sold a PPC management deal. Congratulations, Ian. All right, Ivan, let's see, just sold a $2,200 a month deal. Congratulations, Ivan. All right, cool. So thank you everybody that participated. I see a bunch coming in now, but we're going to go ahead and get this train moving. So guys, I am super excited. I have written and rewritten this presentation that we're about to go through like 4 different times. And I got to be completely honest with you guys. I'm sure that I missed a couple of things. I am positive that I am going to stumble and lose my place at least probably 5 or 6 times. But what I have to share with you guys today, I think, is truly groundbreaking. I don't think anybody has gotten anywhere close to touching what we're going to touch on today. And there is going to be a very unique offer for you guys today as well. So is it cool if I stumble, if I fall at least 3, 4, make it 5 times during the next hour or so? That cool with everyone? If so, just give me a 1 in the chat. I'd really appreciate it. That would be fantastic. All right, cool. Thanks. We'll pick you up. Appreciate that, Andrew. All right, so let's take 30 seconds real quick. Let's turn off Skype, Slack, close your other browser windows, and get something out to take some notes or just doodle on something to write down some things as we go through the webinar over the next 45 to 60 minutes or so. Okay, put your phone on, do not disturb, and please make the commitment to be present with me. Right, to be present with me for the next hour or so and to block out all the noise. Okay, let me grab a sip of water here real quick and we'll get this thing underway. All right, let's kick this things off. I'm going to do a quick countdown and we'll start the recording. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, it's Joe Troyer and welcome to the webinar. I am absolutely freaking stoked to be here hanging out with you guys. Today has quite literally been years in the making, as you guys will see, many years in the making. I'm going to teach you guys, I'm going to show you guys what I believe is the fastest way to build a $100,000 per month net business in just 30 days. And I think at the end of the day, when most of us think about building our agencies, I think that we overcomplicate the shit out of things. I got to have a website. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to go to these meetings. I got to go to chamber meetings. I got to go meet people. I got to, get set up with a webinar. I got to do this. I got to send out a newsletter. I got to, and the list just goes on and on and on. And we just, we kill ourselves trying to get our business running or get our business running as fast and as efficient as we would like. How many of you guys would admit, give me a 2 in the chat, that you would say that you overcomplicate the shit out of your agency business as well, right? At the end of the day, folks, it's really not that hard to build an agency business. A lot of it has to do with our mindset, and we're so focused on the wrong things. Cool. So let's get right to the point, guys. Right to the point. I'm going to get right to the point, and then we'll kind of come back and roll through some training here for you guys. So today, I'm officially releasing a done-for-you program from the Mastermind Vault. So what that means is this done-for-you program was only available to Mastermind members. It's been in there for, man, over a year of us working it, perfecting it, and making sure that we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's. And I truly believe that it is single-handedly responsible for more success stories than anything that we have ever released. And it's just a little segment of a done for you program that we had inside of the mastermind. So without further ado, folks, I just want to get this out of the way. It is our done for you list building service. And we call this Lead Gen Prospector. So essentially, this done for you service is used to fuel our cold email sequences. Okay, so we use this program, this done for you service. All of our mastermind members use it. And essentially what happens is you guys give us orders. We go find people in the niches and in the cities that are business owners, right? And then we use that to send cold emails to. So it's our list, right? It's the lead gen part. Without this, our cold email system doesn't work. Our voice drops doesn't work. Nothing works, right? We have to have data. Okay, so all we do is say where we want to prospect and what niche, right? So we say, let's say we want to go after roofers in New York City. Okay, and my team will go run the list for you. Okay, so the data that we get back looks something like this, just so you guys are aware. And I got rid of a lot of extra data. Our lists come back with hundreds of results, but I'll share this with you. So we went after a roofer in New York. This is the company name, the address, the city, the state, the country. I just want to show you guys all the fields here. Website URL, phone number, owner name, owner last name, year started, number of employees, estimated revenue, email address, the type of website they have, if it's WordPress or not, or any other platform. If there's a contact form on the site, if there's videos on the homepage, if there's micro formats, and guys, it just keeps going here, but this is why I wanted to show it to you because it's pretty vast. Phone number on the website. Does it have Facebook on the website, Google, YouTube, Twitter? Is it mobile responsive? Is it mobile optimized? How many citations does it have? Was it ranking on the first page of Google, right? And the list just goes on and on. Google reviews, is it owner verified? What's the top ranking company name inside of Maps, right? So this makes sense to everybody, right? Can I get a 3 if this makes sense? Is this David Sprague's Lead Kahuna? Yes, this is David Sprague's Lead Kahuna. Give me a 4 if you guys have or use Lead Kahuna. Either right now you have it or you've used it in the past. Yes, this is a done-for-you service, folks, for Lead Kahuna. Meaning you tell my team what to do, we run the list for you. Okay, and we'll get back and we'll get deeper into that in a second. So essentially what we do is we do all the list building for our mastermind members, right? And essentially they tell us what niche they want to go after, what locations they want to go after. We do that for them. Then each of our mastermind members has a cold email sequence, okay, comprised of multiple cold emails. Okay, and we're going to get into this much deeper, but I just want to make sure that you guys understand. Okay, so we're going to take the list of contacts we just got from Lead Kahuna. They're going to go in an evergreen automated cold email sequence consisting of multiple emails. In each of those emails, there's going to be an offer and a call to action for either a consult or some type of foot in the door introductory offer. Makes sense? Give me a 5 if that makes sense to everybody. That is blatantly clear, right? Blatantly clear. Okay, we've been talking about cold email and we've been crushing cold email for years. For years inside the mastermind. This is the first time that we've ever taken any type of cold email outside of the mastermind. Okay, so real quick, how Lead Gen Prospector works. Our done for you Lead Kahuna service. First things first. Again, I want to make sure this is 100% clear. Our done for you list building services use the best lead finder in the industry, aka Lead Kahuna. Why? Because it gets us the best data that we can get, period. Okay, so real quick, I want to jump into Lead Gen Prospector and I want to just show you how this works. Okay, you're going to log in and you're going to have a nice little easy to use interface like this. Okay, this is inside of my account, guys. You guys can see that I have submitted 244 jobs in here. There's been 243 completed jobs. I got one pending job, meaning this is running right now. My team's working on running this for me. Okay, and you guys can see how many leads I've generated. Can you guys see how many leads I've generated with this? 147,247 leads that I can use to prospect to. Real quick, give me a 2 if you have over 140,000 leads that you can prospect with. No, probably not, right? So folks, this is the power of the Done For You program, okay? It's not hard to build a business if you have a good offer, a good foot in the door offer, right? And you have good prospects that want what you have. It is very simple. With Lead Kahuna and the Done For You program with Lead Gen Prospector, this becomes a reality at scale very, very quickly. So I'm going to show you guys how this works. We're going to click Add Job. Okay, inside of here, we're going to put in a search query. So in the search query, what we want to do is we just want to put a niche. Okay, and you want to put like the broadest form of that niche. So if we're going after, let's say, HVAC, we don't want to say residential HVAC contractors. No, we would just put HVAC. Okay, the broader you go, the more leads you're going to get back. Okay, so let's say that we want to go after, somebody give me a niche in the chat. Real quick, somebody give me a niche in the chat. Pest control, fantastic. All right, pest control. Okay, so now for each job, guys, you can put in one search query or one niche, and you can put in up to 10 cities, okay, in one single job. So let's go ahead and let's put in some cities here. Las Vegas, add. Next up, Los Angeles, add. Next up, let's say Miami, add. And again, you can keep going up to 10. Okay, the other thing that you can do that I want to share with you guys is we can uncheck these, we can get them to go away, and we can also add cities. Instead of doing it manually, we can do it by population. Okay, so I can say, I want to go after pest control in the top 10 cities in the United States. You guys see this right here? New York, then Chicago, then Phoenix it'll run, then San Antonio will run, then Dallas, then LA, then Houston, then Philadelphia, then San Diego, and then San Jose. In one job, we'll run 10 cities for you guys. Give me a 6 if that is perfectly clear. That makes sense, right? We run one niche and up to 10 cities for you guys. Cool. Jobs take us, on average, 72 hours to turn around for you guys. Okay, 72 hours to turn around for you guys. So, okay, we run one job at a time for you. When it's done, we move on to the next jobs. So we run one job. Once it's done, then we put your order back into our general queue and we'll run your next order as well. Does that make sense? Give me a 7 if that makes sense. Is that clear? Cool. Okay, next up, once this is done, the whole goal that we're going to be talking about today is setting up an automated cold email sequence. Okay, so what we wanted to do was make it very, very simple for our mastermind members and now you guys to be able to build lists and then dump those lists into your cold email platform. Okay, so that you didn't have to every single day go to your computer, go scrape the list or have a VA do it and you manage it, and then you go start sending out the emails, right? It needs to be more evergreen. It needs to be more linear. Can you guys see how this would make automating your lead generation very, very simple? Can you guys see that? If so, give me a 7 in the chat real quick. Yeah. Okay. One of the problems, we used to have a whole slew of team of VAs, we still do, but we used to teach all of our mastermind members how to train a team of VAs and how to manage this process. And it sucked. It was horrible. It was a big learning curve for everybody, and then they had to manage all their VAs. So eventually I just said, screw it, we're just going to run with it. Because I saw a big dividing point in the mastermind. The people that were running Lead Kahuna all the time and getting leads and using the leads were crushing it. And the people that weren't generating leads, guess what? They weren't. Okay, that should be obvious. How many of you guys are generating at least 500 to 1,000 leads a week in your business to prospect with? Give me a 1 for yes, give me a 2 for no. How many of you guys are generating at least 500 leads a week to prospect with? Give me a 1 for yes, give me a 2 for no. Almost all 2s, folks. This is it. This is the missing link. I said that we overcomplicate this, and we do, but the simplest way to put this and the easiest way to boil this down is you need prospects to market to, and you need an offer to get your foot in the door. With those 2 things, you can very rapidly build a 6-figure business and onboard client after client after client. If that is blatantly obvious and you understand that this is where your focus needs to be, just give me a 1 in the chat real quick. Want to make sure we are all on the same page. Fantastic. All right. So one other thing I want to show you inside Lead Gen Prospector real quick is how quickly you could do your list building, let's say for an entire month, okay? How fast you could do it. So let's say that we want to go after pest control. I'm just going to copy pest control here. Okay, so let's say we're going to go after them all by population. So I think I already got 1 through 10. Let's get 11 through 20. So there we go. Now I got 20 cities already submitted. Popular cities. Okay, 21 through 30. Now I got 30 cities submitted. Folks, there's never been an easier way to generate leads ever. This is absolutely ridiculous. 40, the top 40 cities in the United States plus pest control have all been ordered inside of my account. Let's go to the next one. Popular cities, 51 through 60. Add a job. Popular cities, 61 through 70. There we go. What was that, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes? That right there, folks, will generate me thousands of leads and more leads than probably you guys have used or generated in probably the last 6, 8, even 12 months. And I just did it in all of 3 minutes. Give me a 0 for wow. Like, holy shit, you are already seeing the power. Cool. So the only other thing that I want to talk to you guys about is kind of the volume that you guys can expect. How many leads can you get out of a job? Well, it really depends upon the niche that you go after, right? Not all niches are equal. There's a lot more of some businesses than there are of other business types. And then the second thing, obviously, is population. You go after big cities, you're going to get a lot of leads back. You go after like Podunk, 30, 40,000 population cities, so you're going to get a lot less leads back. Okay, so I wanted to show you a couple of actual real live mastermind members using the software and kind of just let you see their numbers and how many leads they're averaging per job. Okay, so here we go. So Prob here has done submitted 4 jobs. 3 have been completed. He's got 1 pending that my team's running, and we got 2,975 total leads. So, I mean, out of 3 completed jobs, that's almost 1,000 leads per job. Okay, next up, 4 jobs submitted, 4 jobs completed, 2,253 total leads. So about 550 leads here from Michael. On average per job. George Sequeria, 4 submitted, 4 completed, 3,129 total count of leads. So about 750 to 800 leads per job. Okay, Lois, again, this fuels our cold email outreach. Okay, we're going to talk about that in depth in a couple of minutes. Okay. So, folks, there are alternatives to Lead Gen Prospector and using our done-for-you Lead Kahuna list building service. You can do it yourself. Frankly, I really don't think that running it yourself is worth your time. The other option that you have is to hire a VA to do this for you. So if you run Lead Kahuna right now, give me a 1 if you do this yourself. Give me a 2 if you outsource this and have a virtual assistant or somebody part-time or full-time running Lead Kahuna for you. Help me understand what you guys got going on here. Okay, you're doing it yourself. Okay, 1 and 2, a couple 2s, a couple people having VAs, 1 and 2. I'm running it 24/7. Yep. Okay, cool. So ultimately, folks, at the end of the day, this is where we started. And this was our starting point. Inside the mastermind, we teach people how to build up a team and how to run Lead Kahuna remotely with a virtual assistant. And it ended up costing on average about $550, $600 a month per mastermind member, right, to run Lead Kahuna, right, so that they could outsource it and get rid of it and not have to think about it. So I tried to spec out the cost for you guys so that you guys could understand. I said full-time virtual assistant at $4 an hour. Actually, scratch that. I said I think that you could probably find one for $3. Going to be a little hard to get somebody competent for that and that you can really trust, but I do think you could get somebody for $3 an hour. Full-time, $480 a month. I always recommend that you use a VPS, a virtual private server, to run Lead Kahuna on, so you're not bogging down your computer. Please don't ever let a virtual assistant run Lead Kahuna on their computer. Their computers are even worse than ours. I don't know why anybody would think that would be a good idea. VPSs are cheap too, about $50 a month. And then you're going to need dedicated proxies. And dedicated proxies is a big piece of this. You need good quality, clean, dedicated proxies. This can make or break this whole thing for you guys. So total investment about $580 a month. Okay, running it with a virtual assistant. Okay. Dave says, yep, that's accurate. Yep. Any recommendations? Yep. Okay, cool. So everybody's on the same page. So the only issue with this is then you have the human problems. And really it's past just human problems. It's like what I call VA problems. You got to find them. You got to hire them. You got to train them. Don't get me wrong, you're going to probably have to retrain them 2 or 3 times because they're just going to forget whatever you told them. They're going to just call out sick. They're going to have days where they just flat out no show, no call, no Skype, no nothing, just are gone and then show up the next day. You're going to have no internet days, no power days. You're going to have just days where they just don't listen to you and do their own thing, right? You're going to have the overall general flakiness, and the list goes on and on and on. How many of you guys have experienced this with VAs? Dave says language problems. Yes. Give me a 2 if you guys have all experienced at least one of the symptoms on this page. Yeah. Right, so then you got to take in what's the cost to manage them on top of that $580 per month investment. And folks, this is for me where the deal starts to kind of break down and where it's like, this sucks. Wait, not only do I need to invest some good monthly money, but now I got to manage the entire process. Ugh. So folks, there's a better way. Okay, there's a better way. And I'm not going to beat around the bush, folks. I'm going to tell you guys what I got, what's going on, what we're doing, the crazy offer that we're having, and then I'm going to jump over and I'm actually going to do some training and talk to you guys about how to build out a cold email funnel as well. So what you guys are going to get with Lead Gen Prospector, you're going to get a job. A job, you can do one niche, okay, and a list of 10 cities, okay, every 2 to 3 days. Okay, again, on average, we turn around an order every 3 days. You're going to get no excuses. No, the power went out, right? No, the proxies aren't working. No, I just didn't listen. You don't get any of that shit. Okay, we have been running this for over a year. Okay, we have got the kinks out. Okay, we have created this nice, easy bulk ordering platform that I showed you guys where in like 3 minutes, I placed 70 cities worth of orders. Try to understand how long it would take for you to communicate that to your VA and for them to get it right. I mean, that alone is just a cluster of a headache. Okay, we cover obviously proxies, VPSs, and all the management as well. And folks, we come in at a third of the price of what it would cost you to actually outsource this service. Work well with realtors? Yes, we can get a boatload of realtors, Adam. Okay, so folks, I need you guys to understand that this is a beta. This is a beta. I'm not just going to give you guys the link and you guys can buy. Okay, I need you guys to understand that there are requirements. Okay, there are requirements. Why? Because I want you guys to stick with it. I want this to work for you guys. I want you guys to get a return from this. Okay, your guys' success stories, your guys' innovation, okay, you guys crushing it is what's going to take this program to the next level. Okay, and to be completely and totally honest and transparent, folks, I'm not interested in building lists for you for 1 month and then you cancel. Frankly, it's just not worth it. This is a lot of work. To have this team, to run this team, to manage it, to deal with all the VPSs and proxies and everything else, right? It's a lot. Okay, so the only way that I win is if you guys win, if you guys are successful with it. Okay, the only way it's a win-win is if you guys stick with it. And the only way that you're going to stick with it is if you're using it and you're actually getting results. Give me a 3 if that makes perfect sense, right? So, folks, this will be my 4th beta that I've ran. So I want to talk a little bit real quick about betas for me. So running betas for me is a lot about legacy. It's a lot about me being uber grateful for what I've been able to accomplish and what our community has been able to accomplish. But frankly, folks, I'm the type of person that's never really satisfied. I want more. And betas give me an opportunity to really ensure that our products are the best that they can be, that our services are the best that they can be, that they're getting our customers the best results that they can. And frankly, at the end of the day, I care so much because I want to change more lives. Okay, it's great building a 6-figure, 7-figure, multiple 7-figure business or businesses. But at the end of the day, once you've done that, and you've been there, you will understand that you lose a portion of your drive. And I have lost a portion of my drive. That goes away. My customers thanking me, like I've been thanked a million times from our SEO customers and PPC customers. Guys, it doesn't really do anything for me, right? But where all of you guys sit right now is where I've sat before, right? I've been an agency. I've owned an agency for many, many years, right? Built it from the ground up with my business partner, Ben. Right? Helping you guys is what is enjoyable for me. Enjoyable is what makes it all worth it. It's what's fun. It's what's exciting to see those breakthroughs. And that's why we do what we do. So we're going to roll out a 6-week beta masterclass. And essentially, I'm going to teach you guys, I'm going to lead you guys step by step through the process of creating this automated email system using the leads and all the data that you get from the Done For You Lead Kahuna system called Lead Gen Prospector. And if you follow my instructions, I'm going to show you guys how to generate 2 to 3 appointments per day with local business owners. And folks, I got to tell you that this isn't my first rodeo with cold email. We built the back of our sales mastermind for pay-per-call on cold email. The first week, our first beta, my first stab at it, folks, people were generating 6 and 7 appointments a week their first week. So can we do this again? Yes, 100%. Am I guessing that you can get 2 to 3 appointments per day? No. We've been there, we've done that. Okay, now I'm going to teach you guys the system. And for the first time ever, we're going to do it not just for pay-per-call. So I want to walk you guys through what you're going to get, okay, inside of this masterclass. Okay, so the first things first is I'm going to teach you guys how to create what I call the ultimate foot in the door. Okay, this is the offer and the offers. And folks, you should have more than one that are super compelling, that get your prospects to say yes, and that tee you guys up for your main product that you're selling. Okay, so these are just free, complimentary, or very low cost services or consults that you guys run in order to get people uber interested in your main product or service and have an opportunity to pitch them. Okay, this is how we have built our 7-figure agency. Next up, we're going to be talking about creating your entire funnel. This is probably a 2.5 hour training all by itself. Next up, I'm going to teach you guys in the next training everything that I know about cold email, how to not get marked as spam, how to deal with when you do get spam complaints, how to deal with when you do get shut down, because at some point you will, right? We're going to teach you about SPIF. We're going to teach you about DKIM. We're going to teach you all the best practices that we've learned after folks literally sending hundreds of thousands of cold emails. Okay, then once I've taught you guys this system, and as you guys are executing it along the way, once you guys have the first version of it, I'm going to be doing live foot in the door and funnel breakdowns of your actual funnels. So of the beta masterminds, we'll take a handful of your guys' funnels, the emails, the offers, right? Everything from A to Z. And I'll go through and critique it and break it down and give you feedback. Okay, total value, guys, no joke, $1,196. Requirements, there are requirements. Like I said, this isn't just you can go buy Lead Kahuna. This is a beta. Okay, you have to agree to the requirements, or yes, we will kick you out. You have to have the ability to work the program 2 hours a week. Look, I'm investing the time, folks. 6-week program. There's going to be a lot of my blood, sweat, and tears. I need people on the other end of the line doing what I'm actually saying. Okay? Doing what I'm saying, not just listening to the training. Okay? 2 hours I need of your work per week, working on your system and your funnel. Okay? I need check-ins 2 times per week with your progress so that I know where you're at. So if you're stuck and I see that 5 people are stuck on this one step, guess what? It makes it really easy for me to understand that there's a hiccup right here and I need to help you guys get past it. Okay, so I need you guys to communicate with me and help me understand where you guys are at in the process. Okay, I am 100% dedicated to helping you succeed and giving you everything that I have to help you. Okay, but you must be a complete open book. I'm going to be a complete open book with you. I expect the same in return. No hiding stats or trying to go do your own thing and not be involved in the beta. That is not how we do things here. That's not how these betas run. You want me to share my cutting edge tactics with you, and I give you feedback on your funnel and it changes and it improves, and you don't want to share with me what you did? That doesn't work. Okay, give me a 5 if you understand the requirements. Okay, and you understand why these are here. Okay, this is important for me. Okay, so folks, every other time that we've offered a beta, it's been $1,000 to be our participant. And the classes have ranged from 4 weeks to 6 weeks, depending on how long it's needed for me to just get across all the training, and also take into account how long it's going to take you to do what I'm asking you to do, right? So this time around, it's 6 weeks, okay? And folks, today I'm waiving the $1,000. I'm waiving the $1,000 here today. Okay, so all that you have to do is jump in on the done for you list building program, Lead Gen Prospector, and you're going to get 6 weeks of handholding and training building out your own cold email system and funnel. And we're going to cover it all. I'm going to help you guys do everything from A to Z. Okay, and this is going to be customized to you and your offers and what you're selling. This isn't like I'm just going to hand you our paper call swipes and say, here you go, Aaron. Have a great day. See you later. Thanks. Bye. No, we're going to take into account what you're selling. Okay, these are going to get customized to you. I'm going to teach you guys how to run this system. Okay, so if you guys have an offer for SEO for $1,000 a month, I'm going to teach you guys how to build a foot in the door and a cold email sequence, okay, to get people taking you up on that foot in the door. That's going to parlay people right into your SEO offer at $1,000 or $2,000 a month or whatever your core offer is. Okay, so I need you guys to understand this is not some scarcity bullshit play. I know from previous betas that I need enough people, because not everybody will listen. There will be some people that get booted. There will be people that drop out and don't finish. I need enough people, but I can't have too many people. Okay, so at the end of the day, I need you to understand that this offer is available for 75 people. Okay, this beta offer is available for 75 people. You guys can be rest assured when you jump in on one of our betas, you are getting the absolute best deal, period, that will ever be offered. Okay, folks, this training has worked for all kinds of people. Give me a 3 if you've seen literally hundreds of pay-per-call testimonials and results and case studies that I've shared with you guys from all of our successful students, right? Like the list just goes on and on and on. Like I could just show you 1,000 testimonials right here today. That's not what I want to do. I'll share with you guys a couple so I can set some expectations, but this has worked for all kinds of people. Okay, it's worked for a full-time police officer looking to build his retirement, literally over $25,000 in recurring revenue in 8 weeks. Okay, it's worked for a full-time dedicated entrepreneur that can never break through, literally can never get past $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month, has been in this game and selling local services for the past 5 or 6 years. Okay, training just like this helped him break through to earning over 7 figures per year. Okay, to a retired dabbling entrepreneur who can never commit to anything. Okay, folks, this has worked. Our training has worked for all kinds of people. Okay, so bonus number 1 is scaling your funnel e-class. So once you guys have the funnel working, you followed the program, you're generating, let's say 1, 2, or even 3 appointments per day with local business owners, all through cold email and our automated system that we're going to teach you. I'm going to teach you then how to scale that. Okay, So this bonus training is literally in itself like an entire course. Okay, teaching you guys how to scale this thing to our next level, to the next level. Okay, some of these funnels for us have generated 10, 20, 30, 50, even, no joke, guys, 100 consult requests in one day. Think about that for a second. What would happen if you guys got a 100 consult requests or appointment requests from local businesses that were interested in your services? Okay, bonus number 2. I really hesitated putting this in here, but it's the future. So what I'm going to be sharing with you guys and teaching with you guys is what I've learned about funnels and cold emails and how to get prospects' attention, how to get them to take you up on an offer. And I've really mastered that over the last 2 years, I believe, inside of the Pay-Per-Call Mastermind. But I think that the future is what I'm coining or calling right now the self-perpetuating launch model. And this is something that I've been working on in my thoughts for literally, folks, the last 5 or 6 months. And the entire concept is, how do we, once we have this funnel, or we have 2 funnels, how do we maximize that email list of prospects that we've built, right? What do we do next? And so I have been deep in the trenches working on this, and I haven't shared this with anyone. And I really believe that this is the key to building a big agency, a 7 or 8 figure agency with a whole lot less effort. So I can't tell you a lot more than that without kind of giving away the farm and telling everybody kind of what is inside. So folks, at the end of the day, look, takeaway here, if all this did was systematically get you one appointment with a local business owner that was interested in a service that you offered, wouldn't it be worth it? One a day, would it be worth it? Yeah. And folks, I'm telling you that I can help you do this, and we can get you 2 to 3 a day. Now, obviously, that's not going to be every day. It's going to be like Monday through Friday. Okay, but call it 10 to 15 per week. At the end of the day, when you really look at the return, that if you just follow the system that you'll get, it's absolutely ridiculous. If you're, let's say that you don't sell a service for less than $1,000 a month. You get one customer, this thing pays for itself for like 6 months. The first month payment. One customer pays for this whole thing for a year. It gets you a 5,000% ROI when you annualize how much money that is. Okay, so I did my best, folks, to make this an absolute no-brainer for you guys. You guys can get started today by just joining the Done For You Lead Kahuna program that we call Lead Gen Prospector for $199 today. web1.co/LGP. So web1, get that in the chat for you guys. And then I'm gonna give you guys some training, give you guys a little future, a little glimpse into what we're working on here and what I'll be sharing with you guys over the next 6 weeks. Thanks, Ben, for typing that in. For some reason, my screen was being all funky and couldn't. Can you guys do me a favor and go to that link, web1.co/LGP, and just give me a 1 in the chat if that's working for you. Earlier, I know that we were having some DNS issues, and it was working on one computer and then not the next, and it's just being a little funky. So if you could just click on that link, web1.co/LGP, and then just give me a 1 in the chat if it's working for you, and give me a 2 if it's not. How many upsells? No upsells. Okay, cool. Is this a monthly charge? Yes, the Done For You monthly Lead Kahuna is a monthly charge. No upsells. All right. So bonus number 3, folks. This is for the first 10 people only. I will personally review your emails. I'll review your offer, okay, and your landing page, and I'll help you critique it all. Okay, $997 value. This bonus, again, is for the first 10 people that jump into Lead Gen Prospector. You can get started at webone.co/LGP. We take all the typical credit cards and PayPal here as well, okay? So guys, you have two choices. You guys can continue doing what you guys have been doing, or you can really start to amp up your prospecting, closing more deals on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, and really take your agency to the next level. I'm in. Welcome, Lizzie. Does this work for EU? Michael, I believe we only do the prospecting with Lead Gen Prospector inside the United States, but you could obviously always prospect inside the United States. That wouldn't be a problem. Are you reopening your mastermind? Not for quite some time. What services could this be used for? Any local marketing service, right? Any service that you guys are offering, whether you're offering reputation or SEO or PPC services, you're offering, I don't care, even some of the obscure stuff, local Wi-Fi, right? Like any of these services could be sold this way. I'm in. Welcome, Aaron. So folks, the only reasons that I can really think that you guys wouldn't join me come down to really only three things. Okay, reason number one is you don't know if cold email will work for you. If you guys are a digital marketing agency trying to sell local marketing services, or you're a brand new entrepreneur trying to sell local marketing services, cold email will work for you. How do I know? Because we run cold email for lots of these different services. Okay, so reason number one, slashed. Reason number two, you assume that you have to be awesome at sales. I'm going to give you guys a very, very brief overview of the system that we use and a system that you guys can use to run what we call a consult call. Okay, it's a very simplified version, but I think that's what you need. Okay, if you're worried that you can't take somebody from a free offer for your service or a foot in the door free service to a paid service, I'll give you a very, very simple outline and structure that you can follow that we started our mastermind with, which in the first 6 months generated like 600,000, or first 2 months generated like 600 and some $1,000 in recurring revenue. Does it work? Yes, it works. Okay, you don't have to be awesome at sales. Frankly, the people that did the best in the program, that have done the best in our mastermind, are people that aren't the best at sales. They just follow the program. Okay, reason number three, you assume that this is going to be uber technical. It's not really going to be uber technical. To be frank, probably need about 1 hour, I'd say 45 to 60 minutes of the entire training and of this entire 6-week program is going to be technical. Okay, and I'll literally be taking you click by click through the website to show you exactly how to set things up. Okay, so you'll see it over my shoulder. All right, webone.co/LGP. So folks, I still do have a lot to cover. I know we're already at 2:52. I do have some tips and some stuff I want to give you guys, even if you guys don't jump inside of Lead Gen Prospector today, okay? Just give me a couple more minutes, bear with me, while I answer a couple of questions that I know that are gonna come up. So we kick off the 6-week masterclass Wednesday, okay? They are going to be, each of these e-classes or webinars are going to be on Wednesdays. Okay, the next question that I'm sure we're going to get at any second in the chat is a very valid question. Don't get me wrong. And that's, will this work if I have a day job? Okay, and again, this system was born, it was formed, it was molded, right? It was perfected inside the sales mastermind. Okay, so I can tell you that when we ran our beta, over 50% of the members had full-time jobs. Okay, in the second to last mastermind session that we held, 3/4 of the people in the most sales contest had a day job too. So, folks, honestly, the people that we find do the best in the program have full-time jobs or at least have another job. Why? Because they're trying to get out of it, right? They make the commitment. They do something with the training. They put their money where their mouth is, so to speak. Page is working. Cool. So, guys, I have a question for you. What if I could save you the money by just investing in the program? What if I could save you $200 a month to help pay for the investment inside of the program, right? Inside of this beta masterclass. Would that make you jump in? Would it? If so, let me know in the chat right now. Just give me a 1, please. All right. Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, let's be real. Let's be real. How many WSO, $7, $10, $25 products, services, software, gizmos, gadgets, $200 webinars, $300 webinars do you buy on a monthly basis? How much shit are you buying on a monthly basis? That literally is not giving you guys any more clarity. That ultimately is getting you distracted, overwhelmed, is making you jump from one shiny object to the next, and ultimately really just takes you away from making any real substantial progress on any one of the systems or programs or software that you buy. So each one that you buy ends up giving you more trouble, right? And putting you in a worse situation. Tell me in the chat. So $199 a month, $499, $699, $999. We got 10% of people, holy shit, spending over $1,500 a month on what they would classify as shit. I want you to do some math. Seriously. For those of you that have not answered yet, I'm questioning you. Are you as well spending $1,499 a month? If so, I can save you a whole lot of money. I will be your distraction for the next 6 weeks. And I will take you step by step through this like you have never seen anyone else do. %30 voted. Come on, folks. I need at least 50%. Let's go. I want to know the amount. Let's break this down, right? If you buy from one webinar a month, I'd say the average webinar product is, say, for $300. Okay, you buy one additional or two additional little, $7, $20 products, something like that. I mean, you're close to $500 a month on average. Could be more. You could buy one webinar a month at $700 or $1,000 a month, or even more. Here's the deal. You see, I know these numbers. I've ran this poll with you guys on multiple webinars. 60% of you guys spend $199 a month on shit that doesn't really help your business. How about you invest it in leads and building a cold email sales platform, right? That will get you prospects that want to meet with you and that are interested in your services. Right? 28% of you spend over $500 a month. 2% over $699 a month. 2% over $1,000, and folks, 8% over $1,500 a month on what you classified as shit that doesn't do anything for your business. Folks, make a commitment with me. Make a commitment with me for the next 30 days. For the next 30 days to go head down and to focus on building this asset into your business. Okay? and not getting distracted and buying more garbage. Make the commitment for 1 month for 199 bucks. Essentially, 90% of you guys or 95% of you guys, if you made that commitment, would actually save a lot of money, and you probably make more progress in your business than you've made in the last 12 to 18 months. Fair enough? Does that make sense? Give me a 1 if that makes sense. Yeah, cool. So questions real quick on the lead gen prospector and the 6-week beta program. Questions real quick. And while you guys type those in, I'm going to give you a couple quick updates. For those of you guys that use Lead Kahuna, or you guys are Lead Kahuna fanatics like me, you guys are going to be excited about this. And I just got to let the Lord out because I'm so excited about them. We're pulling some additional data. Okay, so those additional boxes that you guys can use inside of Lead Kahuna and that you guys can check, right? So reputation, Twitter, Facebook, retargeting, SEO, deal sites, social covers, YouTube. Some of you guys probably don't even have access to these because they're private. So these additional data points make our cold emails really good because we can get hyper targeted and speak directly to our prospect, right? Let's say that we want to sell a foot in the door product for reputation, where for free we'll jump on a 30-minute consult with them and put together a program to help them get 15 reviews in the next 48 hours. Okay, so again, the offer is we're going to help a prospect get 15 Google reviews in the next 48 hours. Okay, then we're going to upsell them into our monthly reputation monitoring marketing package. So let's say that as an example. Who would we want to market that to after we ran Lead Kahuna? Who would we want to market that to? Who would we want to market it to? People with bad reviews, Marcus, we definitely could. We could look at the average reviews, and we can say if they have less than 4 stars, we could email it to them, and the whole angle that we then push could be jump from however many stars they're at to 4.5 or 4 stars, right? It could be like a quick punch, a 1-2 punch to up your review rating, right? So that would work really well. But we could also do it to people that have very low reviews, right? They have less than 10 reviews or they have less than 15 reviews. But then in the email, inside the copy, we can speak directly to them. We can say, I saw that you only have 3 Google reviews. I just helped and then we can put the type of business we're going after. I just helped a roofing company just like yours generate 12 reviews in 48 hours, and I'd like to help you too. Does that sound good? Book a consult here. Right? Folks, that offer right there with a little bit of fleshing out and a little bit more strategy, that's 2 to 3 appointments per day with local businesses that want your help. Building an agency, but what are we selling? Thomas, pick any of the services that you sell. Simple. Any services that you could sell. The list goes on and on and on and on. Facebook ads, Facebook posting, social media posting, right? Like reputation, SEO, PPC, the list goes on and on and on and on, Thomas, on the potentials. So I'm going to help you guys with the messaging. I'm going to help you guys set up an automated sales sequence, and that's going to be evergreen. So what happens is once these prospects get done inside a lead gen prospector, you're going to literally be able to, with like 2 clicks, once the job's done, automatically throw them into a sequence. And then every day, 10 people from your sequence are going to get assigned to your prospecting sequence. So every day, like clockwork, you're creating this stream of people that want and need your service and that are booking appointments on demand with you. Does that help, Toussaint? Awesome. Ruel says, approximately how much more expense would you guys estimate for the additional money for building the funnel, sending the emails? We don't do anything crazy in terms of like costs. For the email platforms and sending platforms, you got a couple different options. We suggest one and have suggested one that's like $60 a month, I believe, Ruiz. How many of you guys use Prospect Rocket? Give me a 2 if you use Prospect Rocket. Matt says, do I need Lead Kahuna for this? No, we will use Lead Kahuna on your behalf, so you don't have to, and you don't need to pay the $300 a year. All right, so if you guys use Prospect Rocket, the other thing that you guys are going to see is a Prospect Rocket integration. So you can run a list and then say, assign all the people that you just got from me onto this sequence. Let's see, Lewis says, could you provide some examples of how this would work for me in real estate lead generation? So Lois, the way that it would work, let's say that you sell digital marketing services to realtors, right? You sell pay-per-click or SEO or social media to realtors, right? We're gonna find prospect lists. We're gonna create prospect lists of realtors for you. I'm gonna help you over the course of the next 6 weeks, create a system of emails and offers to turn those prospects into your customers. Very, very simple. Prob says, is there a limit on the number of jobs we can run? Yeah, it takes 3 days on average to run a job. Okay, we run 1 job at a time for you. So really every month, there's really what, on average 28 days a month, you're getting about 10 lists of 10 cities or up to 10 cities every month. By the way, welcome Todd. All right, the next thing, folks, is automation. You won't have to wait for your list to be done to say add it to a sequence. So you could say put in roofers, and you could put in your cities. And right when you're putting in the job, you can say, and I want to run this automation when it's done, and you'll be able to name the automation. So what I can do with this is I can say, when this is done running, automatically add these people to this Google Sheet. Okay, or automatically when this is done running, add them to this sequence inside of Prospect Rocket. So folks, you could literally do your list building and automation and assigning contacts into sequences and all of that stuff. You could do it for the month in 3, 4, 5 minutes. And a whole lot more I just can't share yet. So let's get to some questions. Fernando says, I arrived late. Will there be a replay? What's up, Fernando? I'm not sure. Definitely not right away, and we very well could sell out of the 75 beta spots. So replay, we'll see. Lois, yeah, so Lois, this wouldn't be to generate people looking to buy houses. This would be to sell digital marketing services to other realtors. Hope that helps. You're welcome, Lois. Okay, can you confirm this replaces me having to use Lead Kahuna? 100%, Mark. This is my team running Lead Kahuna for you so that you don't have to. Derek says, hopefully this will work for a student at a newbie level. 100%, Derek, 100%. Let me get a little bit of feedback from you guys real quick in the chat. How many of you guys were interested in the mastermind but didn't enroll because you weren't interested in pay-per-call? Give me some feedback in the chat. Let's say 1. How many of you guys were interested in the mastermind and you joined once and you were in it for a session and then you dropped out, and you dropped out because you loved the training, but again, it was all pay-per-call focused, right? So you dropped out, right? Because the rest of your business isn't pay-per-call focused. Give me some feedback in the chat. 111, yep. Wanted to join the mastermind, yep. Waiting for next time, yep. Yep, okay, yeah, cool. So folks, I think that this is the perfect opportunity for you. Could you sell pay-per-call with this? Yes. Right? Could you sell whatever it is that you're selling right now as a local business or as a business owner? Yes. Right? Apps, Facebook, SEO, like it's limitless what you could sell. Okay, so we're customizing this to you guys. All right, so Sebastian says, still not clear if we get 10 cities every 2 to 3 days. Yes, 10 cities every 2 to 3 days. So with one job, you put in one niche and up to 10 cities. Okay, that takes on average 2 to 3 days for our team to fulfill. Right, for us to go run all 10 of them for you, put them in a CSV, upload it and put it inside the software, and then you will get an email notification letting you know that it's done. Hope that helps, Sebastian. Toussaint says, yeah, pay per call was not a focus. Awesome, man. So I hope that this is a better fit for you. Is there a limit to the number of results? So Sebastian, we don't limit the number of results. So in some jobs, you'll see that there's 1,500, 2,000, 1,000, 3,000 results. We don't limit the number of results. The way that we limit it is just how many cities are in the job. So I hope that helps. Open percentage for cold email. I'm not sure what you're asking, but we have cold emails that absolutely crush it. I'll show you guys some examples here of some students' results with open rates. Email number 1, 49.6% open. Email number 2, 44. Email number 3, 52. Email number 4, 57. Right? 60.9, 54 on one, 56 on the second email, 38 on the first, 34, and then 32. Right? Our training gets freaking ridiculous opens. Shorter turnaround time with fewer cities. No, it's really not. It's just about as soon as we get your order, Derek, whoever is assigned to your order is all over your order. They don't worry about any other orders, and they run your order until it's done. So would it take a little bit less to run half the cities? Yes, but then you got to wait until it's your turn again to run the data. So if I were you, every time you run a list, try to get 10 or as close to 10 as possible. Mark Brown and works for UK. Right now, Mark, we run Lead Kahuna in the United States. You could definitely be in the UK and prospect to the United States. What's the other email platform that you recommend? I recommend it privately inside the training, Jeff. Patrick G says, what's the delivery rate for the emails? Well, Patrick G, if you're getting a 52% plus open rate, got to be a pretty good delivery rate, right? Okay. Sebastian says, did your system push the leads in to the email system or to a Google Sheet, and then we download and upload? It essentially pushes it to the email system. So we integrate essentially with two. Prospect Rocket is the second. The other one pulls in leads through Google Sheets, and that's why we've integrated with Google Sheets. So to answer your question, you don't need to download and upload lists. We handle that for you. Hope that helps. I know it's a little confusing, Sebastian. Todd Scott, you are going to need a cold email platform. Okay, you can use Prospect Rocket, or you can use the other one that we recommend. Okay, you can use one or the other. We're going to talk about the benefits of kind of each, their pluses and their negatives inside the training program. But yes, you will need a tool to send out cold emails. James says, I'm in. Shall I buy Prospect Rocket, or can you get us a special deal? So, folks, if you haven't bought Prospect Rocket, wait, okay? I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get you guys a smoking deal you won't find anywhere else. So just wait until the first webinar, and I'll tell you guys kind of what I got up my sleeve and the deal that I worked for you guys. So can this work really quick? Yeah, so guys, this is first day live results after I helped a beta group, okay, the mastermind beta group specifically, set up a system similar to this. Okay, this is my first run. This is my first attempt, my first try at this. Okay, first day live result. You can see Troy there, or I'm sorry, Rob getting a consult an appointment, if you will, a meeting booked in his calendar on autopilot without him having to say anything. See, Troy Scott says 32.9% open rate. He had 30 prospects open. Okay, Charlie says, I've talked to 4 people so far. So his first day that the system was live, he talked to 4 prospects. Guys, building an agency isn't that hard, right? You just have to have a sustainable way to talk to people and make offers to people. Can we boil it down to that? A sustainable agency, in terms of prospecting at least, boils down to those 2 things. If so, give me a 2, right? That's it. But at the end of the day, we overcomplicate the crap out of building an agency. Don't get me wrong, there's fulfillment, there's client nurturing, there's keeping the clients on board and keeping them happy after that. But at the end of the day, the prospecting side, that's really it. So first day, Teresa Capalbo got an appointment. Okay, on average, actually, if you guys check this out, first day live results for the entire beta program. The first day the program was live, I taught them everything, right? Everything's set up. We're all launching together. 3 appointments booked the first day that we kicked off. The third day using the system, somebody had a $3,500 a month sale. Fourth day using the system, another sale. Well, 2 sales. And in the first week, and folks, again, understand that not everybody listened, not everybody got their shit live. This is taking into account that people literally didn't do anything, right? First week results an average of 4.75 meetings booked per person in the beta. What would happen in your business if you had a sales system you know that you could count on that helped you book even 4.75 appointments per week? Would success become a sure thing? Okay, more first week results, multiple sales, lots of appointments being set every single day. Second week results, and I can just go on and on and on, folks. Sale, appointment, appointment, sale, sale, appointment, appointment, sale, sale, appointment, appointment, 2 sales. $29.99 each. Just had another consult. Closed $1,000 a month deal. Just closed another deal. So again, the thing is that these results and these case studies, these all came from our pay-per-call mastermind. So the first time ever, I'm offering to help you guys build out the same process for your offer, for your core offer, for the service that you sell. Okay, guys, I know we are an hour and 20 minutes in. Let me wrap this up real quick. Okay, I want to share three secrets with you. 3 secrets sounds a little odd. Let me share with you 3 must-haves with you. 3 must-haves when you're doing this. The prospecting system, aka Lead Kahuna, okay, and sending of the emails. This cannot be a system that you have to play with and push and do something with every day in order for it to work. AKA, you can't be the cog in the wheel. If it doesn't run 99% or more without you, it won't survive. You won't survive. Why? You won't get it done. Okay? Or you'll end up dropping your responsibilities elsewhere to get it done. How do I know this? Well, I've been running the sales mastermind for 2 years. Okay? Worked with hundreds of people coming in and out of there. History has a tendency to repeat itself. Secret number 2, you need an awesome offer. By all means, we're great at cold email now. We're good at coming up with compelling copy. We're good at getting people to take action. But secret number 2, folks, is you need an awesome offer. If you have a shitty offer that nobody wants, this system will not work. Okay, that's why inside of the masterclass, I'm going to teach you guys how to come up with great offers and offers that connect to your core offer. So if you're selling SEO services, we're going to help you come up with a foot in the door offer, service, okay? A consultation, something, giving away a couple options in the front end to get your prospects to say yes, to then give you guys the opportunity to sell them a core package at $1,000 or $2,000 a month. Okay, secret number 3. For those of you guys doing cold email, for those of you guys looking at doing cold email now that you're watching this webinar, secret number 3 is simple. 99% of people doing cold email give up on a prospect too fast. We have hundreds of testimonials and shout outs from members inside the mastermind that have said, I haven't sent a cold email for 3 months and I've been averaging a consult every other day, or 2 consults a week. Why is that? Folks, understand that people get busy. You guys don't always read my emails. I don't get offended. I know in a month or 2 I'll probably get your attention again and we'll get to hang out on a webinar. Right? We all get busy. Life gets in the way. We go on vacation, right? We got family commitments, whatever. Don't be the person that sends a prospect 1 or 2, even 3, 4 emails and then gives up. You're giving up way, way, way too early. How many of you guys would admit that you've been affected by secret number 3 and you have given up way too early when using cold emails? You sent an email and went, I don't want to do that again. I'm not going to keep sending them. Right? Or you sent 2 emails, maybe even 3 at best, but that's it. Folks, you need longer term sequences and follow-ups. And we're going to automate that for you guys. Okay, we do this by creating what we call an offer stack. An offer stack. Okay? So we are going to solicit to the prospect list multiple offers. So I'm going to teach you guys how to come up with these offers. And we're going to put people through these different offers. Okay, and they're going to be different. So month 1, for example, you give them an offer. Month 2, you give them a different offer. Month 3, for example, you give them a different offer. And month 4, you give them another different offer. Folks, we're giving a prospect 4 months to reply back to us and take us up on something. And we're staying in front of them for 4 months. Okay, I'm sure you guys have all heard the statistics that it takes 6 to 8 touch points in order to make a sale, right? Folks, same type of stuff happens with cold email. Okay, but we're going to be intelligent about our offer stack. And what I mean by that is we're going to offer lots of value. We're going to offer lots of opportunities for them to jump on a phone call with us. And we're going to offer lots of opportunities for them to get something for free from us. But we're also going to be intelligent with this. When somebody comes in and they sign up for offer number 1, we're not going to keep pushing them offer 2, 3, and 4. Right? We're not going to look like an idiot in our cold emails. We're going to know that they have already taken us up on one of these offers. Okay, and I'll teach you guys how to follow up with these people outside of cold email platforms then moving forward. So I hope the last just 10 minutes of me training just a little bit on some of the key fundamentals was helpful for you guys. Okay, and I hope that the last hour you guys would agree was time well spent. Obviously, folks, I didn't think that it would take us this long to even get here, an hour and a half. I can't possibly cover everything that you guys need in an hour and a half webinar. I need you guys to understand that this is a special offer. We are limiting it to 75 people, okay? I am dedicated to this. All that I'm asking for, if you guys do take me up on the opportunity, is that you guys are dedicated as well. Okay, I need 2 hours a week of actual work, not listening to training, 2 hours of work on your funnel, your offer, your cold emails. Okay. And if you act fast, guys, obviously you guys are getting a great deal. This is the E-class. And then obviously I threw in the 3 bonuses as well, the scaling your funnels and the self-perpetuating launch model. And then for the first 10, I'll personally review your emails, your offers, and your landing pages. And you guys can get in for just $199. I'm sorry, almost said $197. Getting tired. Woo! All right, last call, folks, for questions. I'll take them in the chat, and I will do my damnedest to answer each and every one of these for you guys. Lois, I don't think that this is really a fit for you as a realtor trying to sell houses. Lois, if you were trying to sell digital marketing services, right? SEO, pay-per-click, some type of marketing stuff, right? To realtors, I think that this would be great. But to be honest, Lois, I'm not going to try to sell you something that I don't think is a fit. And I don't think this is really a fit. How long will this offer last for? Landy, we have 75 spots open. I know that we've probably sold at least half of them without me taking the time and going through and counting. So however long it takes to sell the last 50% or so. Lois says, you have been great and I appreciate your honesty so much. You're very welcome. I just missed out on $200 a month, but it's okay, Lois. I appreciate you. Thanks for spending the last hour and a half with me. Have an awesome, awesome weekend. Pam says, so I use Lead Kahuna. I use Prospect Rocket and other software. Could I use this offer mainly to run Lead Kahuna and get the list? Yes, 100%, Pam. You can use this to run Lead Kahuna and get the list. Plus, Pam, on top of it, we're going to be doing this 6-week training, which I think could really help you amplify what you've been doing with Lead Kahuna and Prospect Rocket as well. Hope that makes sense. So is it a one-time for the course? So no. Again, guys, the beta programs are usually $1,000 to be involved all by themselves. Okay, we've decided to waive the $1,000 and everybody gets in on the 6-week beta program and training program for jumping into Lead Gen Prospector. Okay, Lead Gen Prospector again is $199 a month. Hope that makes sense, Mark. Awesome, buddy. This isn't a 3-month program. It's a 6-week training. You can use LGP for as long as you want at $199 a month. Landy, you are very welcome. James said, how do I find out if I made the first 10? We will definitely let everybody know, James, that want a fast action bonus. Other than a cold email system, do we need to install or buy any other software to get our leads? So Sebastian, to be clear, you don't have to buy any other software besides Lead Gen Prospector to get your leads, right? To do the cold email, you need a cold email platform. I'm going to suggest that you guys get a calendar platform, which you guys can get for like $9 or $10 a month. But Sebastian, that's really about it. Is this part of the current mastermind? No. I'm not sure. It says wait for name is your name. We'll be answering that in week 1 of the training, of the beta training. All right. Welcome, Matt. All right, so guys, if you jumped in, do me a favor and in the chat, just say I'm in. And if you're on the fence right now, not sure if it's right for you or not sure if it's right for your circumstance, give me a little info in the chat. Happy to answer any questions, and I'll be blunt. I'll be real with you, and I'll tell you if I don't think it's a fit or I think it's a good fit for you. All right, Aaron Garcia, welcome. Lizzie Brewis, welcome. Marcus Raven, welcome. Jeffrey and Abe, welcome. James Penrose, welcome, welcome. Tom Gordon, James Orr, Victor Garlington, welcome. Welcome, welcome, Vic. Stephen, what about email bounces? How do you handle that? We handle it. Stephen, I'm not going to give away the farm again. Already 90 minutes in. It's a 6-week training program, me teaching you all of this. It's going to take a while for me to get you all the details, Stephen. You can see from all the case studies, we're doing this. This is real. Obviously, we have to be doing something, obviously, about emails bouncing. So I'll help you get past that, man. Joe Martinez, welcome. Awesome, Sebastian. Austin says, concerned about fulfillment, need to find good white label providers. So Austin, I mean, you could definitely do white label. The other thing that you could do is start just selling some more productized services, right? Sell reputation management, right? Sell some things like that, and we'll talk about that inside the training to give you some options that are a little easier to get started with if you're concerned about fulfillment. I'm in. Awesome, awesome. Welcome, Dan. Prob says, is there a way that I could offer, or I could go after people with no websites? We definitely could come up with an angle and a package and a promo for that. George, that is definitely one of the options. Matt says he jumped in but didn't see, I guess, a welcome email. So Matt, give it 10 minutes. If you don't see anything, just hit up support. All right, last call, folks. web1.co/LGP. Just got in. Welcome, Sebastian. I see Jeff. I just see you just got in as well. Carolyn, welcome. Marcus, welcome. Cecile, welcome. Lawanda, good to see you, Lawanda. Garrick, welcome. David, welcome, welcome. Jacob, Todd, Ed. Awesome, fantastic. All right, so JR East, 2 questions. One, are you training on how to communicate with those prospects who have opened but not replied? Yes, so JR, this is going to be part of our entire sequence. 2, does the software get first emails 100% of the time? Oh, I think you're saying first names. If not, what percentage of the time does it get first names? I'm not sure which one you're asking for though, JR, first names or emails. And I don't have statistics for you on the percentages, but I can tell you that the reason that we use Lead Kahuna is because it provides the best data that we found. We have actually bought lists for a whole lot more money than Lead Kahuna costs from multiple providers and tested them, and nothing has ever performed as well as Lead Kahuna for us. Okay, so this wasn't like done on a whim, JR. We've been using Lead Kahuna for literally years. Is this for beginners? Austin, yes, 100%. This is perfect for a beginner. The big thing that we got to do is figure out just what are your free offers, right? Gonna be. Maybe we have some type of consultation offer for you as well. And then we need to figure out a core offer that you're gonna sell. And for core offers, I suggest, if you're doing a service for somebody, a minimum of $1,000 a month. If you're going to resell some software, you can get a little cheaper than that. But I'll walk you guys step by step through that inside of the master or inside the beta program. Again, the link is web1.co/LGP. Awesome. JRE says, I currently spend a lot more than $199 per month with my VA, so this makes sense. Thanks. You're very welcome. And JR, this doesn't mean that we don't use VAs for anything, right? I'll give you guys a use case. So let's say that you guys want to go after roofers and you hit let's say, the top 300 cities in the United States for roofers using our list building service. Could you imagine how long that would take a VA to do? Right? It would be ridiculous. Okay, we can obviously get it done for you guys a whole lot faster and with a whole lot less headaches. But the cool thing is, and one of the things that we still use VAs for, is when we don't get an email address, right, for a prospect. It's not 100% of the time we're going to get an email. We will then give that data to a VA to go run. And the great thing about that data is by the time we get there and we need to use that data because we're out of prospects, right, new prospects to add to the sequence, our sequences are so dialed in, they're worth so much money. And when we get a fresh contact where their email is actually hidden, it works really, really well. Troy says, does offer a consultation work or convert well? Yeah. So Troy, in the mastermind, we offer a consult. The angle of the entire pitch, the entire cold email outreach is, I know advertising in this niche can be super frustrating. It can also be very expensive and it doesn't work consistently. I've been able to do A, B, and C in this niche, right? Like insert case study. And I'd be open, would you be open to discussing it with me? If so, email me back or click here to book a consult. And the click here goes to a link for a calendar. So does offering a consultation work? Yes, it works really well. But you can't just email a bunch of prospects and say, click here for a consultation. Right? So that's what we're going to be working on crafting. Okay, so the two different offers I'll be teaching you guys is free consultation types of offers, but then also foot in the door offers. So things that you could outsource to a VA or somebody on your team or a free report, things like that are very, very easy for you guys to deliver and deliver awesome value to your prospects and newfound customers as well. All right, guys. I really appreciate you guys spending the last hour and 40 minutes with me. I know that if you guys choose to invest just $199 today, that gets you guys 30 days of training with me. I know that you guys will get an ROI if you just follow the training and implement what we teach. Okay, follow the training and implement what we teach. My goal again is to get you guys 2 to 3 appointments per day with local business owners. If for $199 you don't think that that is the best ROI that you've probably ever spent in your life, then please, by all means, do not jump into the program at webone.co/LGP. Have an awesome weekend, everybody. I'll talk to you guys soon.